way to get into the cabin.
Timmy Melanson grew up fishing the waters around Leeville, Louisiana. But after America's worst oil disaster, there were no shrimp to catch, and BP hired him to help with the cleanup.
Once I started getting sick and all...
He's still trying to get rid of the chemicals that he says poisoned his boat and his body.
I said, this might be all contaminated, you know. Tore everything out, the cabinet, stoves. I threw everything away, the bunks. There's nothing left. I just got rid of everything.
In the last 3 years, his health has deteriorated. He suspects it's from breathing in fumes from the cleanup.
And then I've been working out in sores, you know. It's all over. I got pictures and all just on my shoulders right here, even right here. You know, places that, and then they tell you, oh, it's skin cancer, skin cancer. I never had it before. You know, where did it come from, you know?
And along the coast, the impact of the Gulf oil spill continues to unfold. We travelled to a place called Bay Jimmy on the Mississippi Delta, one of the hardest hit areas and where dolphins are still dying.
Oil came in and ended up piling up on these marshy shorelines. It killed the marsh.
Although the environmental damage may not be as bad as some had feared, research into the longer-term effects are still being carried out.
The mortality event, you know, where things like pelicans were just killed outright, that's over. But there is still a tremendous amount of oil and oil byproducts in the system. We don't know what those effects are.
Out on the water, there are few traces left of the oil that once covered this area. A lot of the damage 3 years on from the spill is less visible, like the marshlands that are eroding more rapidly because of this disaster.
Today, the beaches and Gulf are open for everyone to enjoy.
BP has spent a fortune on feel-good ads like this one, with some success. Tourism in the region has bounced back, as has the seafood industry. But the hit to its own bottom line has been huge.
It's come at an extraordinary price. I mean, we've spent thus far more than $25 billion on the response and cleanup efforts, as well as claims paid thus far. More than $14 billion of that has been spent on the response and the cleanup. About $11 billion of that has been spent thus far on claims.
For the oil industry, the costs may be high, but so are the rewards. Drilling is ramping up in the Gulf of Mexico. For others who depend on the Gulf for their livelihood, they're finding out the hard way that oil and water don't mix. Michelle Fleury, BBC News on Louisiana's Gulf Coast.